Welcome to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. Great to have you back on the show with me. I am thrilled, excited, ignited, happy, super positive, enthusiastic, all of those things and more about all these shows that we've been doing. They've been an absolute blast for me. They've been an encouragement for me. I know they've been an encouragement for you. For those of you that have been watching these shows, and I want to thank you all because I'm getting great messages, getting great feedback. I know it's helping you. I know it's assisting you. I know it's here to take you to a higher level. That's what we want to do with these shows. We want to take you to the next level. Today I'm at Hands and Feet Foundation, and we are recording the show here. This is a Saturday while I'm recording the show, and we just had a great inspirational day. As a matter of fact, so you could probably hear sirens in the background. We are right in the heart of a pretty rough area, but we are out here and we minister to the least of these. And this ministry has been an absolute blessing for me, my wife, and for those of the representatives that, even from Retriever, that have come out here to see what's going on here, to see what we do at this ministry, and it's amazing. You know, we have great days. Every weekend is different from the next because we are meeting new people. We're helping them to change their lives, to go to a higher level with their life. You know, it's absolutely incredible, and I'm very thankful to be able to serve in this ministry. And just keep that in mind. All of us, especially with Retriever Merchant Solutions, we are truly blessed. And I know we use that word a lot, but when I say that we're blessed, I say this: we are blessed to be a blessing. And I wanted to ask you, what are you doing with the blessings that you are receiving? And believe me, no matter where you're at in life, you are blessed. If you got up this morning and you are breathing, guess what? You're blessed. And it's always important to have an attitude of gratitude. You hear me talk about that all the time. If you woke up this morning, you are absolutely blessed. If you are breathing, you are absolutely blessed. And again, what are you doing with those blessings? I'm going to encourage you, if you're not doing this already, get involved in something where you can help other people. Get involved in a ministry. Go out and encourage other people. Do this as much as you can. Not only that, but when you're meeting people for the very first time, you really don't know what they're going through. A lot of people are going through some difficult times, and you might be going through a difficult time, but you never want to take that out on anybody. When you're out meeting people, go out there and give them a smile. No matter where you go, no matter where you're at, no matter who you're meeting, never look down upon anyone. You got that? No matter who you're meeting. We never get to a level where we feel that we're superior than other human beings. We should never get there. No matter what level that we reach, we should always remain humble. No matter who you meet, if you're meeting a president of a big major corporation, or if you're meeting someone that is at a fast food place and they're cleaning up, you should treat each one the same, with dignity, with a positive attitude, with encouragement. Uplift them, tell them, give them a great compliment, make their day brighter. How awesome would it be when you're meeting someone for the very first time and you spend time with them and you talk to them and you ask them questions, and when you walk away, they can say, my life is better today because I had an encounter with that person, meaning you. How wonderful that is to be able to say that. That's the type of blessings that I'm talking about. It doesn't mean just you're giving money away all the time. It means that you are making a difference in someone's life, because that's what we're here for. That's our purpose. You know, with Retriever Merchant Solutions, again, we are incredibly fortunate. We are incredibly blessed. We talk about residual income, and when that residual income comes in every month, as we always say, it keeps getting better, it keeps getting better. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely incredible, and I know in my heart that I am extremely, extremely fortunate, and I'm very thankful for that. But I want to make sure that I'm making a difference, because life goes by fast, life is very short, life is fragile. When we come to the end of our lives, we want to look back, and if that question came up, it's not going to be, did you make a lot of money? It's going to be, did you make a difference? When you can ask yourself that, did you make a difference in other people's lives? And when you can look back and answer that question, you say, yes, I did the best I could. I made a difference. I knew I was blessed to be a blessing. I went out and encouraged as many people as I possibly can, and I went out there and I made a complete difference. So set that as your goal if you're not doing that already. So went off at a little positive tangent right there. I want to get back to what we're going to be doing. This is episode 2 of how to read merchant statements. I know the first one, we just covered one statement. I'm going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm not going to rush through it. I'm going to go through it slowly because I want you to be able to comprehend what it means to understand reading merchant statements. So break out your notebook, break out your pen. We're going to be covering a few statements as much as we possibly can. If we cover 1, 2, we'll see where we go, but I will do continuous shows on this. Thank you for joining us on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I'm going to take a short break, watch these commercials, and we will be right back. Hi, it's Rich Norton. I am a board member for the Haven Horse Ranch in St. Augustine, Florida. This is a wonderful ministry that specializes in equine therapy for special needs children. What an amazing ministry. If you'd like to support this ministry, go to havenhorseranch.org, havenhorseranch.org in St. Augustine, Florida, and you will bless somebody and you'll get blessed yourself. Appreciate you doing that. God bless.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner here with the sign of Hands and Feet. We want you to go out and donate. We want you to go see them. God bless each and every one of you. Support, support, support.
Amen.
Amen. Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt here from Skinner. Hey, I want you to donate to the Hands and Feet West Side. West Side's the best side. There you go. That's where I was born at. Anyway, hey, listen, they're feeding homeless vets, homeless people, helping people recover. They're a good organization. Don't forget, donate to the Hands and Feet West Side. God bless.
Hello everybody, I'm Amy Gandy from Hands and Feet Foundation. It is a non-profit organization, 501c3, that my husband and I started 4 years ago. What we do is we feed the least of these. We help the least of these in our community and everywhere else if they want to come. We have hot meals every day from 12:30 to 2. After we eat, we have a Bible study every day. We have clothes, food. Once a month we have free doctors, free psychiatrists, a free optometrist, dentists, and these are real licensed practitioners. And we have haircuts on Mondays. We help people get into rehab and detox from drug addiction, life on the street, where they need help. We have homeless shelters that we facilitate with, that if they want to get off the street, we help homeless veterans get off the street, because there's no reason they should be out. And how we do all this, we do it for free from donations, volunteers, and from people like y'all. We would like for you to look us up on Facebook, Hands and Feet Westside. We'd like for you to look at our website, handsandfeetfoundation.org. Our address is 7478 103rd Street, Jacksonville, Florida, 32210. The Bible says that when you have done unto the least of these, you have done unto me. Thank you.
Hey everybody, go to handsandfeetfoundation.org and support them. Don't forget, support, support, support. For the Son of Man who came to seek and save the lost. Luke 19:10.
Hi, it's Rich Norton here with Retriever Merchant Solutions. I'm here with my good friend, Jason Woodward. We have amazing opportunities. Tell them all about it, Jason.
Not only do you get commission up front every single week and get paid on it, but we also make residual income. So let me explain to you what that is. My dad told me my whole life, no matter how successful I was in sales, until I made money while I was sleeping, I was not successful. Well, guess what? Residual income is making money while you're sleeping. So now I'm successful, and we want to help you be successful too.
We'll teach you, we'll train you. Give me a call, Rich Norton at 904-434-4635, or you can email, tell them the email address.
It's opportunity.rps@gmail.com. We want you.
Welcome back to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I'm excited to be able to go over these statements with you. This is going to be fantastic. Again, break out your notebooks and pens. I'm going to go through these slowly. And again, whatever time we need to do to go over this, however many shows, I could probably do 20 shows on these, and you can watch them over and over again. And I guarantee you, you're going to keep learning more and more. Because I learn things all the time. No matter what level we achieve, we're always growing. Once we stop growing, we start shrinking. So I'm always looking to learn, I'm always looking to improve, and I'm always looking to get better. So a lot of times you're going to find you're in a merchant and they don't have statements. And I've talked about this on prior shows. That's okay. Watch some of the shows that talk about that, how to present a merchant without a statement if they do not have a statement. We'll talk again. I'll do another show on that, but make sure you watch those shows. But this is kind of focusing on what to do when a merchant gives you a statement. Because I know when I first started, I looked at a statement, I'm like, oh, I have no idea what that means. And I know a lot of you are doing that. Okay, your effective rate is 2.8, I'm going to bring you down to 2. That's good, okay, that's fine, but you want to make sure that you're realistic and you're close to what you're supposed to be doing. Here's one that has a processing company, which they went to their local bank. It's a bank in Mississippi, and they farmed it out to this company, Merchant Services here. Now, this particular merchant right here did not do a lot in volume. Now, this is a little bit different of a statement. Now, the statements that you're going to see different statements. But as you start to see them, you're going to know what to do, because a lot of them are similar, so you'll know what to do. It's like, okay, I've seen a statement like this before. I know what to look for. So this merchant right here, it shows that they did Visa and MasterCard, and quite honestly did not do that much volume at all. They did a total of 1,510. It shows activity summary right at the top. All they did was Visa and MasterCard. $455, 4 transactions. MasterCard, $1,055, 15 transactions. It gives them a little circle here that kind of shows what they did percentage-wise in Visa and what they did in MasterCard, and then it gives them a scale of what they did in total volume. And then on the bottom, it actually shows what their daily deposits are. So they did $50 one day, and then $50 went to the bank. So on this particular statement, the merchant did not have fees come out with the deposits. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you're going to find that where on statements or a merchant may tell you that the processing fee comes out with every deposit. I use that as an advantage for me. I will say that's a bookkeeper's nightmare trying to keep up with that, and I'm shaking my head up and down as I say that. And they'll say, yeah, tell me about it. I never know what goes into my bank. So you're using that as an advantage. So this one right here, page 1, nothing really for you to see. You're not going to find much there. And you're going to go into page 2. Page 2, again, continues with the deposit details, and it shows what their deposits were each and every day. Now you have processing detail, and you will see that this one right here does not break down what the percentage is that the merchant is paying. You will see what they did in Visa, and more than likely this merchant right here, from what I'm seeing, is on the old tiered system. So they kind of break everything down into the qualified, the mid-qualified, the non-qualified. They did $455 on 4 transactions and paid $5.46. So it shows you that's pretty much what their qualified rate is there. You go down to MasterCard. They did $1,055 based on 15 transactions and paid $13.58. They have the assessments that's included right there also. Now here's the thing. where you see minimum bill adjustment. This merchant, as we talked about earlier, did not do that much in volume. So they are on a minimum processing fee of $25. So it shows right here that all they paid was like $5.46, $13.58. You add on certain more, and it shows that they paid $25 because they did not reach the minimum. So no matter what, you can point this out to the merchant. No matter if you did zero, they're going to charge you $25 a month. That's what that minimum processing fee is. My case, what I'm going to do for this merchant right here, since they're a smaller merchant, I'm going to waive that minimum processing fee. So that's going to save them money right there. You go down to authorization detail. What that means is transaction fee, swipe fee, chip fee. That's every time they're doing a transaction. This particular merchant is paying, you'll see 4 transactions for Visa, 15 for MasterCard, 2 more for MasterCard, 1 for Discover. So it shows that the merchant did 22 transactions at 20 cents a piece, $4.40. So that's what they paid for the transaction fee. You go down to other detail. The merchant right here has several monthly fees. A website access, there's nothing there. You go down to a PCI program monthly. More than likely that's the PCI compliance fee, which they're paying $7.50 per month, which is up to $90 a year. They also have a $2 network fee, a statement fee. They've got a $5 fee, $2.80, so they've got about $34.22 to be exact in monthly fees. So this particular merchant here did $1,500 and paid $63.82. So that's kind of high for this merchant, and the merchant looks like their average ticket is about $100. What are you going to do with this merchant? I hope that statement made sense to you right there. And that's why we like to break it down. Each situation is very unique. You can't obviously charge this merchant $69 or $89 for a lease and tell them you're going to save them money, unless the merchant's just looking to upgrade and they want a POS system. Sometimes it's not just selling savings. Sometimes a merchant is saying, look, I've got an old machine, I'm interested in getting a POS system. I've done that in many cases. They're not worried about saving that much money, but they'd like to have the point, or they'd like to have the Clover system. So you got to keep that in mind too, and that's all a matter of just listening to what their needs are. So I'm going to put this merchant right here at 0.25% in 8 cents, and that's going to bring them down to about 30 bucks, probably in fees, 25 to 30 bucks in fee. Tell them to push more debit, and then depending on where they're at, more than likely this merchant might be in a lease, or they might be owning their own equipment, or maybe they provided the equipment for them. These are things that you need to find out before you tell them what the cost of your equipment is. If they are in a lease, what you want to do is you want to find out exactly how much they have on their lease. Now, where are the leases? We talked about this in other shows, but it does bear repeating. How do you find this information out? Are you going to see a lease on this statement right here? No, you're not. You may see a rental, you may see something with monthly fees, but a lease is not going to be on the merchant statement. The lease is going to be on the bank statement. So that's what you're going to find out, because believe it or not, and many of you have found this out already, a lot of merchants do not know if they're in a lease or not. I have run across many merchants that are paying for 2 or 3 leases and they had no idea and no clue about it at all. And it's amazing what you can find out. Sometimes I say, man, how do these people stay in business? They really don't stay on top of their banking or their money at all. But I pointed that out, and just by me pointing that out to a merchant, they know that I'm there to help them, to educate them, to get them out of the mess they may be in. So you looked at, so you say, look, do you guys lease the equipment? Well, I'm not really sure. I think we might. Well, let's take a look at your bank statement. That's going to show you if there's a lease on it. They'll break out the bank statement, and at this point, so many merchants trust me because I know I'm there to help them. They're going to say, I don't know what to look for here. Can you look for it? And they hand me the bank statement. I know a lot of you are shaking your head up and down because you've experienced the same thing. That's when you know that you're doing it right. They know you're sincere. They know that you're genuine. They know that you have integrity. They're trusting you to help them out. What a great feeling that is. So you look at that bank statement, and what you're going to be looking for, the majority of the leases that you're going to find out are going to be with either LFG, that stands for Lease Finance Group, also known as Northern Leasing. You may see that. You may see MBF Leasing. You may see that also. Now, I want you guys to get the information. I've shared this on other shows of phone numbers. So you have that. You should have something in your book, and I've got that for those of you that need it. I'll take a picture of it. I'll send it to you, of all the leasing companies and their phone numbers. So this way you can call right from the merchant's business and find out exactly what the status is of their equipment. Lease Finance Group, Northern Leasing, NBF Leasing, all the same thing. There's another one that you'll see out there which is very popular called FDGL, First Data Global Leasing. There's another one out there called LADCO Leasing. That's primarily used by Elevon Merchant Services. Those are mainly the most that you'll see out there in the leasing company. So look for that on the bank statement. Call up. You could have the merchant call up, but this is the information that you're going to need when you're calling. Business name, address, phone number, lease number, if they have it. If it is, it's going to be right on the bank statement. Name of the person that signed it, last 4 digits of the Social Security number. So when you call, it's very simple. They pick up the phone. They're going to say, this is such leasing company. What is your lease number? You give them the lease number, name of the person that signed it. Here's the name, last 4 digits of the social. They'll ask for that. Business name, address, phone number. You give them all that, and they'll say, how can I help you? Yes, I'm trying to find out what is the status of our lease right now. Well, you have 10 months that are remaining, and you owe $358. That's to send the equipment back, correct? Yes, it is. $358. Good. So you find that information out. Now you've got it. Now you know exactly what to do with this merchant before you've even quoted a price on their leasing. So you've got the lease number, you've got the name of the leasing company, and you know exactly what they owe based on sending the equipment back. At this point, you showed them savings right here. We're going to put you at 0.25% over interchange. That's the most cost-effective way of doing cards. 8 cents per swipe. It's going to keep everything right under 2%. So you did $1,500, your fees would be about $28 right now. Right now you're in a lease through such and such leasing company. You're paying $40-something per month, $50, whatever it may be. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be your upgraded equipment. You're showing them the equipment. You're showing them exactly how it works, whether it's point, deja vu, everything else, showing all that. Once you've done that, you're going to say, this is what's going to happen. Going forward, we're going to eliminate your current lease, we're going to pay that off, and we're going to send the equipment back so you're completely done with that. That was that certain amount, and here's your formula that you want to use. For every $300 that they owe, you're going to increase your lease payment by $10. So if you're going to do that lease for $39, they owed $300 and something. Now you're bringing that up to $49 or $50. That's how you handle that. So you explain it. So this is what's going to happen. You got a full 48-month warranty, 100% tax deductible. It's going to be at $49. That gets rid of your current processor, gets rid of the current lease. We'll make sure the equipment goes back. And at this point, everybody says to me, this is a no-brainer. What do I need to get started? Now, you all know where I'm going from this point. All I'm going to need from you today to get started, who do you guys do your banking with? I'm assuming you want everything to go in the same bank account. Yes. All I'm going to need is a check. You're going to write void. I'm going to fill out the information. You'll have it in black and white. Today's Monday. The equipment will be here no later than Thursday. We'll walk you through it, set it up, show you how to use it. We're going to handle canceling that out. Your lease is going to be terminated, and the equipment's going to go back. You don't have to worry about anything. And usually they'll say, okay, you handle everything? All right, I don't have to do anything? I don't have to call anybody? Perfect. How do I get started? On the check you write void, I'll fill out the information and we'll get the ball rolling for you. So that's one statement right there. I spent a lot of time on this. Again, I'm going to do many, many shows. I'm going to go over and over again, different types. I got a whole stack of them sitting right here. So I think I'm probably going to need to do about, as I'm thinking about this, rather than racing through it and rushing through it, I would prefer to spend some time on this with all of you, and I know you'll appreciate that, where you'll be able to look at statements going forward and saying, okay, that's how you handle that. Now let's talk about, I know a lot of you are doing cash discount. Same thing. You could do the same program where you say, look, you paid $60, you're paying a lease right here, $100, whatever it may be. Cash discount is fantastic. I know a lot of you are presenting that. And for those of you, some of you may have not been trained on that. It's a very simple program. It's very cost effective for the merchant. It's not for everybody, but it's also very effective positively for our sales representatives because they're earning above average residual income on top of it also. Basically what happens is we put a sign up. It says all of our services have a 3.75% fee. If you like to pay cash, we discount that fee. The merchant has the machine, the Deja Vu terminal or point if you're using that. When the receipt prints out, it has the total. The 3.75% is added into that, so the merchant is not paying for the processing, the customer is paying for the processing. That's added right into that, and then whatever you're doing for monthly fees, whether you're doing the regulatory and product fee, the statement fee, or if you're eliminating that and just doing a lease or you're doing both, the more the merchant does in volume, the more you can do the fees there. So that's entirely up to you. So that's a little bit about cash discount. So what I'm primarily doing with these statements here is we're presenting this as we would lowering their fees going with our program. So I know that helps. Again, we're going to do several shows on this. Give me your feedback. Send me texts. Send me emails. retrieverjaxfl@aol.com. Call me 904-434-4635. I need your information. I need as much information as I can. I'm here to help you. So send me that. Send me other statements. I got a stack of them. We are going to get you to a point where you are a professional sales rep with Retriever Merchant Solutions. It keeps getting better. You keep getting better. We are always here to improve and to keep growing. Remember, today's is a gift from God for you. What you do with this day is your gift back to God. Make it a good one. Have a super fantastic day. I will see you next time on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. See you soon.